It's Minute to Win It night. Hey Phil's kids, hi friends, I'm so glad that you're here. Oh, it looks like I have a party guest. Come here, Cozy. This is my dog, Cozy. She's here to join our video. Thought she'd want to say hi. We are doing some Minute to Win It games, and as you can see, I wore my Crossings Kid Camp sweatshirt because these games remind me of camp. I know we're not going to camp this year, but hopefully you can play these games at home. Minute to Win It is one of the breakout sessions that they have at camp. And today we're going to learn 5 different Minute to Win It games. But before we do that, we're going to make a snack. For this snack, you're going to need chocolate sandwich cookies. You'll also need some candy melts, preferably in the colors yellow, red, and black. If you don't have those colors, it's totally fine. You can melt white chocolate chips. I don't have yellow, so I am using food coloring. So you can use food coloring. This is all about whatever you have at home. But the reason that yellow, red, and black are the colors that I want to use is we are making little emoji faces, little smiley face cookies on our Oreos. So to get started, we are going to heat only the yellow candy melts in the microwave, and then we're going to dip our Oreos into that. Now, don't use all your Oreos because you are going to need at least 1 Oreo per family member for our game later on. So let's start to heat our candy melts. Alright, I've heated my candy melts for 1 minute and they look the exact same. So this is one of those things where you are going to have to do some stirring. Alright, this has heated for 2 minutes. So now I'm going to add some yellow food coloring. It is really thickening up. So it's almost more of like a paste, which is probably because I used food coloring. This chocolate is not meant to be colored like this. The next thing we're going to do is coat our Oreos in the yellow chocolate. If your chocolate has thickened up, then you can use a knife and spread it on your Oreos. If it's really nice and thin, then you can dip and dunk your Oreos. But either way, we'll cover a few Oreos and then we'll finish. Okay, after your Oreos are dipped and dunked or you've spread the yellow chocolate onto the Oreos, we're going to heat up the red and the black. Not together, but in the microwave at the same time. So our red and black have heated up. I only did a little tiny bit of red and black. You can use icing, you can use sprinkles. I am decorating the cookies to look like smiley faces, but if you want to make a unicorn or a mountain or a dog, go for it. After you have the chocolate melted, you are going to take a plastic bag and put it over the top of a jar and stick your hand down in it so that a point of the plastic bag is inside. And then we're going to pour that little tiny bit of black and really little bit of red chocolate into our cup. Then I'm going to get the air out, seal it, and I have 2 colors that I can pipe with, red and black, or whatever colors you have. I also have these little white candy eyes that I'm going to put on my cookies to make eyes. So I'm going to take scissors and with the black bag, I'm going to cut off the very tiniest, like the tip of a pencil, corner of the plastic bag. After you've cut off the very corner of the bag, you can hold the bag like this in your hand, and you're going to maybe hold your hand with your other hand to be steady. And I'm going to put 2 dots on each cookie, and I'm going to take the little eyes and put them on those dots. If you want to make a wink instead of 2 eyes, you can just draw a little line. It's going to act as glue for me to put the eyes on. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to give a couple of them eyelashes. I'm going to give a couple of them a mouth with the red. You can make a mouth or a tongue. Alright, I'm going to show you my little guys. So we have two little girl cookies, smiling, and one is winking. Two little guy cookies, one is sticking their tongue out, and one is like amazed at how great you are going to do at Minute to Win It games. I will see you at wherever you're going to play the games in your house. All right, we are ready to play Minute to Win It games. The best place to play them is at a table. You need a flat surface. You're going to need 40 cups, some paper plates, a Sharpie, some Oreos, some M&Ms, whatever you like best. I like crispy M&Ms best. And a straw for every person. And the most important thing you're gonna need is a watch. This game involves a whole bunch of challenges. We're going to do 5 different ones, and each challenge you have to do in 1 minute. So we're gonna use these materials, do 60-second challenges. If you want, you can do one person at a time. If you've got a ton of cups at your house and you want everybody to go at the same time, you can. But you have a watch, so you'll know how fast everyone is, even if they're not competing at the same time. And honestly, when each person does it one at a time, that makes it more fun because you get to watch them. The first thing we are going to do is our cup challenge. We are going to mark 1 cup as being our 40th cup. The goal is for us to move that 1 cup all the way through the stack in 1 minute. So what I'm going to do is mark on the rim of that cup. I'm just going to do a whole bunch of little dots. Okay, now that my lines are dry, I'm going to tell you what the challenge is. Without setting the cups down, you're going to try to move this marked cup all the way down and back to the top, switching hands for each cup that you move. So I'm going to take a cup from the bottom and then switch my left hand to the bottom, right hand. Got the idea? All right, so let's put my marked cup on the top. I'm going to start my timer and then we'll see. Go. A minute has passed. So a minute passed and my marked cup ended up here. It did not go all the way. So when you play this game at home, unless you're faster than me, you might want to do it with less than 40 cups. I didn't even count that. Let me see. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there were 12 cups that I did not move. So I only moved 28 cups. So that's the first game. The second game you're going to do involves the paper plates. You're going to need 2 per person playing, and your M&Ms. So first put a lot of M&Ms on 1 plate. All right, this challenge, you're going to put the straw in your mouth, and you're going to have to keep your hands away. Without using your hands, you are going to move the M&Ms from 1 plate to the other plate. When you do that, you're just gonna put your straw on one, suck up, and then stop sucking and it will drop it onto the other plates. You can't hold the straw with your hand though. You're just putting the straw in your mouth and you're going to go. On my mark, get set, go. A minute has passed. This one fell on the table, so it does not count, but I can still eat it. So on this plate, let's see how many I got, and you all at home can see if you can beat me. 22. I moved 22 M&Ms from 1 plate to the other with my mouth on a straw. Right, our next challenge is going to be another cup challenge. What you need for this next task is 28 cups. Have you seen the cup pyramids that people build where you stack cups next to each other and then also on top? In this game, you are going to stack 28 cups, which is a 7-cup base. So you'll stack 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you'll take the whole stack down. And the goal is to complete that task in 1 minute. Let's see how I do. On my mark, get set, go. It just turned 1 minute. So I got my whole stack, but I did not take them down correctly. Knocking the tower down does not count. What your goal is to do is to take all of the cups down so that they're all back in their original 28 cup stack. You're gonna have to move fast on that one. This is one that might take some practice. All right, the next game is our 4th game. You're gonna take a paper plate, hold it on your head, and draw on top of it. I would use a marker that you're safe with unless you're really sure you can keep it on the paper plate. The goal is to draw a snowman. So you're gonna draw a snowman, I'm gonna draw a snowman, everybody in your family is gonna draw a snowman, and then we'll vote and see whose snowman is best. You have 1 minute, so take your time and make it look good. On my mark, get set, go. One minute is up. My snowman looks so sad. Look at him. All those dots were supposed to be snowflakes. This down here was supposed to be the ground. One of his arms is attached to his side, but the other arm is not. And I put his 2 little eyes over here on the side rather than on his face. And I drew 3 buttons to make buttons on his middle part, but then I forgot if I had drawn them and I drew them again. And this is supposed to be his hat. Doesn't look that good. Hopefully yours can look a lot better. All right, your 5th and final game uses that Oreo we saved earlier. Everyone needs their own Oreo, and you probably want to practice somewhere where you feel okay with the Oreo dropping on the ground and you picking it back up. Whether that's outside in the grass or inside in your room or on your kitchen where you've cleaned the floor, because the Oreo is going to possibly fall on the ground. You're going to put the Oreo on your forehead. Then, without using your hands, you're going to move the Oreo into your mouth using only the muscles on your face. I love this game the best because I think it's really funny to watch other people do it. So hopefully you have fun watching me do it. We'll see how it goes. To start, make sure you tilt your head back and give yourself a flat surface to put the Oreo on your face. If the Oreo rolls down to here and then it falls off, you have to start all the way over. On your mark, get set, go. I did it! In 27 seconds. Do I have Oreo dust on my face? So see if you can beat that one. I got the Oreo from my forehead into my mouth in 27 seconds. You saw it here. I fast forwarded all 4 other videos, but this one I did not fast forward, so you can race me and see how fast you go. I hope you all have had so much fun tonight, spending time with God, spending time with each other, doing your Bible study, making Oreo faces, making an Oreo face with your own self. and playing these games with your family, and I will see you next week for our TNT. Love y'all.